design. So that is a design. So the next one, we have to discuss about the designer's role. So a designer, our role and responsibility is to create the world around us and make it better. So as a designer, our duty is to make the world better. We have a unique skill to identify and name certain arrangements and repetitions. This allows us to derive meaningful conclusion so that we can base our designs on the right assumption. So this is our role as a designer. So we have to keep eye on this. And next one, what is design thinking? Because this is a new term for us. Maybe most of us don't aware of this. Maybe very few will aware of this design thinking. We are going to discuss about this because whatever the things or developments are happening around us, based on design thinking only it's happening. So without design thinking, we can't do anything. So we are going to discuss about this. So what is design thinking? Design thinking is a process for creative problem solving. It is a process that seeks to solve complex problems by approaching it from the user's perspective. So design thinking has a human-centered core. It encourages organization to focus on the people they are creating for, which leads to better products, services, and internal processes. So whenever a company starts to do some changes in their product, or they are trying to launch a new product, or they are going to do some R&D, then the design thinking process playing a major role. Okay. So next thing, so design thinking is a process, actually the difference between a professional. So there is a term called professional and amateur. So we have to discuss about that. So a professional who knows what they are doing and they have a structured way to solve a problem. But somebody who is an amateur will just figure it out or just give it a try, and they don't know what are the steps that they have to take, and they are not really sure about the quality of the outcome. And goal of the design thinking process is very important for us, because without goal we can't run our life. So desirable for the user, viable for business, technologically feasible. So all these things are goal for design thinking process. So without this we can't. And here I think this design thinking we have to discuss about a different part of design thinking process. The first one is I emphasize and define, ideate, prototype, test, and implement. So this is three separate area we have. So one is understand, another one is explore, and third one is a materialize. Asking questions, we have to ask a lot of questions. We have to do brainstorming session with the team, and selecting alternatives, testing, prototyping, and design. So this way we have to go ahead. And next one is, this is a little bit brief about design thinking. So emphasize means learn about the audience for whom you are designing by observation and interview. Because when you are speaking with the audience, speaking with the customer, for example, you are going to buy a car. So definitely you have to think about the features of the car and what are the facilities they are providing. All these things you will check, and you have to get the review of the existing customers. That is very important. So now the emphasize, definitely a company should do a lot of feedback session and product about the product reviews and all. We have to consider who is my user, what matters to this person. So that is very important for emphasize stage. And define, create a point of view that is based on users need and insights. What are their needs? So the current situation, what they require. So that is also very important for a designer. And next one is ideate. So brainstorm and come up with as many creative solution as possible. That means wild ideas encouraged. So build next one is a prototype. So prototype, build a representation of one or more of your ideas to show to others. How can I show my idea? Remember, a prototype is a just a rough draft. It's not a final product. So you have to think about that. So even in our area, as a designer, as a graphic designer, how can I show my talent? So with the showreel. Without showreel, they can't identify you have a talent, real talent with you. So definitely you should come up with your portfolio. It speaks about your talent. So the same way in prototype also, there are some things to follow. And the next one is test. Share your prototyped idea with your original users for feedback. What worked, what didn't. In case, suppose for example, we have a lot of softwares, and students are working a lot of softwares, new softwares every day. In this, the software companies are trying to launch new session or a new version of the software in beta and alpha version. So you may hear about that. Even in India and every country, there are some users, they are in the level of beta and alpha users. That is, a beta users means when they are trying to launch the product, before that they will try to approach this beta users, and they will share their software, and they will use the software, and they will try to give comments, and they will try to give a critics, and they will try to give reviews about the software. So the similar way we have to give any product should go to the original user for getting a feedback. So then only we can come to know what worked, what didn't. Okay. So even in this, each stage we can go front and back, like we can go back, and you can suppose in define area we have some issues, we can go back to emphasize, and you can get the feedback once again from the customers. Even in prototype we have some issues, we can go back to emphasize, and we can come back to define, ideate. So anytime you can go back and come again. So whatever the product you are using currently in your home or in as a vehicle, so all this product are undergone all this process, then only it's come as a final product to you. Then see these images, I think it's very old caveman image. So they are trying to create a fire. Yes, in olden days, creating fire is not a easy job. So yeah, hours together they have to sit and do this process, and then only it will create a small smoke, and small spark will come, and then it will create a fire. So now that due to that human evaluation, all these things happen. Now creating fire is not a tough job, right? So in our packet itself we have a lighters. Even creating fire is very easy, and in kitchen also we have a matchbox. It's very simple. Okay, so this is also one type of design evaluation. Okay, so early man didn't think about it, didn't think about any facilities. Still we will be in a jungle as a animal. But now we civilized, and we evaluate, and we are a human now, and we are ruling the entire world. So that is our capacity. And here, one more thing, this image, it shows that the early stage of caveman time, they are trying to lift one heavy object from one place to another place. They have to do a lot of works, lot of things to do to transfer a material from one place to another place. But now we don't need to worry about anything. We have a vehicle, we have a big trucks, and heavy equipment, cranes, all these things are there to handle a heavy material from one place to another place. Even the the last corner of the world also we can transfer through flight, trucks, train, ships. It's possible because technologically we are evolved. And next one, in this image you can see some humans walking on the desert, and they are trying to go from one place to another place. In earlier days, people used to walk a lot, right? So from one place to another place, due to some tech, like weather conditions, natural calamity, disaster happens, then they have to move from one place to another place to survive. So in that situation, they have to walk a lot. But now, because of technology, so we got a very hi-fi car, and we have a vehicle, two-wheelers, four-wheeler, all the facilities we have. So no worries now. Then next one. Uh, this is a vintage phone, I can say. Old houses, they are keeping this kind of vintage phones for decorative purpose. We are not using these phones. And see here, this design thinking evolved, and we are trying to speak to any one of them in the world through cell phones. But this cell phone is masterpiece, I can say. I think 3310, I don't know the exact model, but it's a great product. But after that, it replaced by smartphones. So without smartphones, we can't live now, because smart mode makes our job easy, and all the things are happening in digital now. So even you want to buy a food, yes, you can order. Even you can pay money to the bank, or you can transfer money from one account to another account. Everything is digital now. So technology evolved. And here I can show this image, because this image is represent Google Glass. It's a product of Google, but due to some technical reason, it's not come out to the market. Why? Because there are plenty of reason. I can highlight very few why they didn't release to the market. In this, you can identify a small screen in front of your eye. So that screen will display your maps, your road maps, and whatever the search you are doing in your mobile, it will display over there. And there is a one camera, the HD camera. That HD camera will record the vision, like wherever you are going, it will record automatically. So this recorded videos will store in your Google Drive. So it will store in the uh, cloud drive. So like this, it's going on. But due to some restriction, like when you are going a safe zone, like a safe zone in the sense military area or some secured place, we can't use this Google Glass, because in the Google Glass, without anybody consent, you can record a video. So that is a big concern from the user point of view. And technically, the big companies also create a lot of objection about this option. So that's the reason it's not hit the market on that day. So it's launched long back, but we couldn't get this product because of this technical reasons. So the design wise, it's a good product. And one more thing, whatever the images comes on the screen, it may distract the uh, person. So whenever you are walking, some images are popping up and it's showing in the screen. So definitely your concentration will go from your road, or suppose you are driving, so definitely your eye will go to the screen, and it will observe the information, and it will come back. So due to that fraction of second, you may lose a control on driving, or you may deviate from the road to the screen. So it will lead to accidents. So because of those kind of safety reasons, it is not reached to us. But this kind of situation, some other companies will observe, and they will try to incorporate this kind of technology in the similar kind of products. I am going to show you one more example here. See here, this is also one glass, LSE Health Smart Glass. This LSE Health Smart Glass, what it will do, it's very, very, very nice product, I can say, because now a lot of accidents are happening because of lack of sleep. Because drivers used to drive the vehicle continuously more than 24 hours or 28 hours. That time, due to their lack of sleep, he may met with an accident. So on the drive, on the road, they start to sleep. Then definitely a lot of accidents are happening. A lot of people died. So this LSE company, Philippines, I think Taiwan or Philippines company, they are trying to identify this issue, and they are trying to overcome for the with the solution. So how to avoid this kind of accidents? So they try to identify this glass. The specialty of the glass is like whenever people are used to wear this glass, there is a sensor. Okay, so infrared proximity sensor on the four corner of this specs. So what it will do, it will observe and it will monitor the human eye movements, like eye movements continuously. So when there is a lag, when there is a static, there is no movement, and it's going to eyelid close the eyes, immediately what it will do, it will try to give a buzzer sound. So there is a buzzer in the frame, it will start to give a sound, and simultaneously there is a led over there. That led will start to blink continuously. So some light source is blinking very close to our eye, immediately our sleep will go and we will come to conscious, right? And there is a battery, so it's a battery operated smart glass. And apart from this, all this information, like it create a buzzer sound, it create a flashlight on our eyes. At the similar same time, it connect with our family members, and it gives a phone call to our family members. At the same time, who are traveling with the driver, there may be a colleague, there may be a friends, so it will give a alert call to the people also. How it's possible? With the help of artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence they use in this glass in a proper way. Definitely I think everyone will accept that this glass is amazing, right? So whenever this kind of product comes in the market, it will get a lot of appreciation, and the sales will go up, because it's a truly amazing product, I can say that. Okay, I think you people can accept this. I can, I think so. So then we will move to next. Yeah, so this is also a new kind of stuff, like everybody wants to go out in the holidays, but not now. Due to this COVID-19, people are staying home, and we can't enjoy this kind of moments now. So we have to be in home up to this COVID-19 goes off. But so early days, we used to go out to hotel and have a food. But somebody noticed that, see, whenever we are going with the family members, two members, yes, we can go in a two wheeler. Four members, we can go in a car. More than four members, total entire family wants to go out. Then what we have to do? We have to not only one car. We have to rent a one car or two cars, almost three cars. We need to go from one place to another place. Then a family person have to rent a car, and everything they have to pre-plan. But now some companies are trying to identify the problem, and they are trying to they are trying to ask a lot of questions and reviews, and they come up with some solution that is here with us, startup company Uber and Ola. So after this Uber and Ola comes, everyone feel that amazing traveling experience. Yes, I aware of some, yeah, something is happening here and there. Somebody misbehave or something, that is apart. But totally, this is an app, and this app, it's amazing app. It makes everyone to travel in car. So maybe even still now they didn't travel in a car. When this app comes, even we can travel in Audi. So yeah, normal person can travel in Audi. Even you can choose your car, which car you want to go. Okay, a normal person can't imagine to travel in that kind of grand cars. This kind of companies are made that possible, correct? So definitely it's a good app, and this is also one of a design thinking process, right, in the service industry. And next one, again I am showing the same photograph. Why? Because there is a reason. So when you are going to hotel, you used to have your favorite food. But yes, we agreed, favorite food, going to hotel and have, it's nice experience. But sometime it's heavy rain, and we are not able to go out in the midnight. We are hungry and we want to have something. So that time we can't take a vehicle and go. Sometime somebody will go out and have a food, but most of the family people, they don't want to go out, they want to have food in home. So somebody thought process about this kind of situation, and they are come up with some solution, that is here Swiggy, and a lot of food apps, delivery apps are now on internet. So this is one of the best app in online. Swiggy, they used to deliver food. What are the food you want to have? Immediately they will deliver with you within half an hour, 40 minutes. They will deliver. So, and next one, this is a startup company, but the startup company reached the unicorn status soon, because this company valued at over USD $1 billion. The private company reached to this level is great, right? So definitely we have to appreciate this team, this three people team, and they are doing a lot of business. It's really amazing. Yeah. And next one, I would like to show this image. Definitely this image is giving very nice information, because it is hotel stay. So we are trying to travel to any other city due to some official or a personal trip, and or we are going for sightseeing, and that time we need to find out some nice hotel to stay. But every time we can't get a nice hotel, and that is a bad experience from our end. But whenever you find nice hotels, yes, we'll feel happy. But the problem, where we are going to this kind of cities, we may find out the hotels are not great, and we may find out the foods are not good. Yes. And the hotel stay is good, and when we go out, the outing may be nice, and we can see a lot of things, and sightseeing and all, it gives a lot of amazing experience. But when we come out and check it out, the hotel bill, everyone feel that, oh my god, so for this I have to stay in home for at least 2 years, and I have to earn money, right? So this kind of experience everyone got. So then this company come up with the solution, like Airbnb Incorporation is an online marketplace for arranging or offering lodging, primarily homestays, tourism experiences. The company does not own any of real estate listings, nor does it host events. It acts as a broker, receiving commission from each booking. The company is based in San Francisco, California, in United States. It is the top list companies in the world now, and everyone is used to go through Airbnb and taking their rooms and all. Why? Because they are giving a lot of chance to choose their location. Like suppose you are going to Kerala, you can choose Kerala. Um, um, Suppose you want to stay in a house, you can stay in a house. You want to stay in a bungalow, they will give bungalow also. You want to stay in a hill area, you want to stay in a small tent, yes, they will provide us that also. And you want to stay in a very remote village house, that facilities also they are providing. Even I try to check it out in online. So how this Airbnb is working. So I got this nice villa homestay. So this entire villa, they are charging 3,300 per night. It's very cheap. And not only the entire house, villa, they are providing breakfast also. So the breakfast also they are trying to give it to you on everyday basis, right? Only the breakfast and accommodation, that's it. And this in from this they are going to get a benefit, because 3,300 is cheaper, because even in the city they are charging only one single room with two bed and bathroom toilet attached. They are charging around 4,500 rupees, but they are giving this entire villa for 3,300. It's a big deal for us, right? And next one, see here, the Airbnb provide reviews also. Suppose you are going to stay in a villa, and the villa, how the response from the people who was working over there, and what is the neatness, and how their accuracy, communication, check-in, value, location, cleanliness, all these things are there. It's like perfect. That means 4.9, 4.9, 4.7 is great, amazing. And here, when you check it out in 4 nights, you are going to stay in this particular villa, you have to pay only 13,200 rupees only. And the service fee is the fee amount which we are giving to Airbnb. The similar way, they are trying to buy one small amount from the villa owner also. So in this way, they are getting a revenue, and initially they struggle a lot. Okay, so this Airbnb struggle a lot, and frequently they try to interact with the customer, and they are trying to get a feedback, and they started to implement that feedback immediately. They didn't wait for any miracle to happen. What they did, they immediately they implemented whatever the feedback comes from the customer, they started to implement. Because of that, this company reached the number one position now in the industry. And here, see here, this kind of homestay you never experienced. So this is also an amazing experience, because it's the treasure true homestay. It's Minangadi in Kerala. So it's a nice place, interior also looking very good, and sightseeing place, it's amazing. The outdoor is very nice, awesome. And the stay for 1 day, they are charging 1,600 rupees only. And the three guests, they can stay in the home. And 1.5 bath, I don't know about that one, what is 1.5 baths, but it's a good stay experience you will get. And here also you can get a lot of reviews. 4.885 is great, so definitely you can go and stay over there. So here also, the maximum the service fee is 900 rupees. That is the amount you are paying to Airbnb. The next one, see, this is also one design thinking nice example. So whenever a old person you are meeting in your day, you feel that they are not able to walk properly, and whenever they are trying to climb the stairs, they feel very uncomfort due to arthritis, due to their age factor, they are not able to climb the stairs properly. So some companies are trying to identify that we have to overcome this issue. So what can we do? Like that, they try to start a think, and finally they achieve one product. So this product, I think it's a beta version. So definitely soon maybe it hit the market. I don't know exactly, but it's a nice product. I can play this video for you. Definitely it's a nice product. You even you can accept that. Okay, so I will play this. Yeah. So I think you feel it's a nice product. I think. Okay. So we will move to next one. See, we got a tough situation now, COVID-19, and it's spreading all over the world, and it hits so many countries, and it kills so many people. But in this kind of situation, we got concerned like going out is a big task, right? And without safety measures we can't go out, without mask, without gloves. Somebody used to wear gloves, even I used to go with gloves, but after that I felt that some articles I read, and in that they said wearing gloves is not a right thing, because gloves also got a lot of bacteria and all. So better without gloves you can go and use sanitizer. Okay, so that it helps a lot. And here I got some nice video. I think you people watch this video in your WhatsApp maybe. So from this some company comes with some solution, we will discuss that one also. So just watch this video. Okay, so I felt that it's very easy to create a sanitizer pen. After watching this video, even my daughter starts to create one small sanitizer pen, and she had given to me, Papa, wherever you go, you can use this. Okay, so that kind of very simple technique they used in this sanitizer pen. After watching this, even some company come up with their ideas and they implemented the same kind of technique in the product. So here is the technique. Just watch. This is also one nice one, but in this there is no audio much, music and all. See here, this guy wants to go in a lift, and he's trying to scan, and he's trying to type the floor numbers, and when he click on that app, okay, and the lift starts to come down. Okay, and once it comes down, no need to touch any button. So now it's reached, and he can get in, and he can go in the lift in a safe manner to the proper floor, right? So this is also a nice product. So like this we can go ahead. Okay, now these are the things we are figuring out, and after this we have to discuss about few things, some case study. So this case study also very important for us as a designer. Okay, in Typhoon Haiyan. So this is very worst typhoon uh, in Philippines area. So known as Philippines as Super Typhoon Yolanda was one of the most powerful typical cyclone ever recorded. It's in the history of typhoon. This is the worst typhoon, right? So what is the power of this typhoon? We'll come to know now. On making of landfall, Haiyan devastated portions of Southeast Asia, particularly Philippines. Okay, and here, so the wind speed, the highest wind speed is 315 kilometer per hour. It's I think it's almost similar to the flight takeoff speed. So when the flight is take off from the land, so that time the speed is a maximum speed of that aircraft is 315 kilometer. So that speed is very worst, and it make lot of damage to the Philippines. And total fatalities 6,000 340, and 3rd November 2013 to 11th November 2013 it hits the Philippines. And a natural disaster displaced more people than war in 2013. Steady finds its worst. So this is a satellite image of this typhoon, and what are the damage it created in the island. Just watch some photographs I have checked. It's worst in the worst. See here, the entire Philippines seashore area is gone, and no houses are there. It's Everything is washed out. See here, so everything is destroyed. See this image. There is only the pillar. There is no house. There is no roof. Nothing. Right? The people are staying under this floor. And see here, it's gone. See, in movies and all, we used to watch this kind of sequence, but in really they experience this thing. So it's a very worst thing. But after watching this, even I felt, even I suffered this same kind of I met with the same experience what Philippines people had. Where I'll show you now. So this image, it's me. So see, backside of me, one car is hanging on the door. This was happened in 2017 September 17. So that time we were there in Commonwealth of Dominica, and me and my colleague Tukaram and Subramanian. So three of us went to the Commonwealth of Dominica to deliver sessions. And at the time of that training period, giving training to the American people, Central American people, we met with the hurricane called Maria. So Maria is a worst hurricane. It's category 5 hurricane. So the speed of the hurricane it goes beyond 284 kilometers. So somewhere we survived and we returned back to our hometown. It's a miracle. I can say it's a miracle. That's that kind of experience we got. Okay, so a few more images I would like to show in my experience. So this is the road of Dominica. The entire electricity poles, everything is gone. Few houses are left over there, and this entire road is full of wood. So how it comes because of this hurricane, it throw wood on the road, and it brings all the wood pieces from the mountain, and it spread throughout the island. And mostly see here this entire road filled with wood. Almost 1 kilometer we walked on the wood pieces only. Okay, and next image, definitely it will disturb you. So this image is almost all the cars are parked in the same road, because that hurricane brought all the vehicles in a single road, and we don't have a way to go ahead. Okay, and this image also the similar way. Okay, so it was a worst experience for us, and somewhere we survived over there almost after the hurricane. Fifth day only we evacuated from the island. Okay, so that was a worst experience, because after watching this Philippines typhoon, I can recall my experience also over here. So now the next image, it's definitely it's a disturbing image for us. Even this is from Philippines. So Philippines hurricane, sorry, Philippines they are calling it typhoon. So Philippines, the Haiyan typhoon brought the entire ship to seashore area. It's a very worst thing. Okay, so all this disaster happened. So now, so why I am showing this design thinking session, all these things, because emphasize, and we have to think about problems. What are the problems? What are the complications people are facing? That is a human-centered core. The design thinking is a human-centered core. So then we have to think about the situation. So this is a worst situation. So how the entire community can come out of this issue? No electricity, no food, and no water. Water also contaminated. So then all this problem they have to overcome. Okay, so then only they can survive. So how? So here this person is coming. So his name is Ilak Dias. So he started to think that how we can help the people. What can one do in this situation? He asked himself a lot of questions. Okay, and he tried to find out something how to help. And in that time, he don't have any houses. The entire village is gone. No houses, nothing was there, and roofs also not there. So he immediately start to think about that. He wants to give education to the students, because now also we are in the same situation. So people kids are in this home, and online classes are happening due to net issues. We are not able to, but somehow we are managing. But you can think about the Philippines. Even they are struggling to have a education and all. So Dias is trying to build the school room. So because everything is destroyed, so he wants to construct the school first. But constructing a building is not a easy job in that kind of situation, because everything is demolished. Even we can't transport bricks, cements on that situation. So what he did was a very nice idea. So he used some design thinking process over there. He identified some water bottles near and around his area. So he felt that why can't we use this bottle? Okay, and he tried to bring the bottles, and he started to fill the river mud in the water bottle. Okay, so he filled all the water bottle with the mud, and he tried to use this water bottle as a brick. Okay, and he arranged the brick like this. He tied up on the rope all the water bottles. He filled with the river mud, and after that, what he did, like he's trying to put a cement, but cement also not enough, because the cement quantity is less. So what he did, he used to collect a lot of chicken feathers, chicken toes and skin. Everything he mixed together with the cement, and he tried to apply on the bottle. So that means those mixes are stronger than cement, because he identified and he shared the experience in TEDx. So this is in TEDx. You can watch that, because this is very inspiring for us. That's the reason I thought to share with you. Okay, so you can just you can feel that experience in this session also. He bought all the mixtures, and he put it across on the bottle, and he made a strong wall. Even gun also didn't collapse the wall. So finally he tried to achieve one nice classroom with the water bottle. Okay, and he used water bottle, as well as he used a gin bottle, that liquor called gin. So they used this combination of all together bottles and plastic bottles and glass bottles they used, and he construct the entire classroom. And and it will stand up to their next hurricane or next typhoon. That much strong building he constructed. So after this, he felt that building is ready, but classroom is ready. So in the classroom, when we cover the entire area with the wall, so definitely we can get like a little dark space. So in the dark space, we have to put some light source. Okay, so how to achieve that light source? He started to think, because the design thinking is a thinking process, right? So when he thought to do something for that, he identified some idea, like, so there is a water bottle. In the water bottle, he filled the water up to the neck. After that, he added some bleach, and when we keep it in the sunlight, the bottle will start to glow. So he identified the technique, and he tried to implement the technique in the roof of the houses, because he tried to construct a small house. Even the small houses are very close to each other, then sunlight also it won't enter into the house. Even in the daytime also, they used to switch on the light. So instead of that, even switch on the light, electricity is there, and it's not a problem. But there is no electricity, how they can be there in the home in the daytime? So what he tried to do, he put this water bottle on the roof and he made a hole and small hole and he inserted the water bottle, and in that water bottle the sunlight hits and it's scattered inside the house, and it makes like a, it's act like a light source. See here in this image, in the second image, you can feel that. See, so the entire house got light up, but it's not like our bulb light source, but it's somehow, because in that kind of tough situation, they can't find out light source immediately, electrical light source. That's the reason he identified this kind of technique and he implemented in Philippines. So lit of light, that is a organization is he's running, and it's very successful. Okay, so now in daytime is it's okay, so he felt that okay, this is like good for them to survive in the daytime. But when it comes to night, so how they can survive in nighttime, because a lot of crime started to happen in and around the village. So he started to think, how can we bring a light source in the nighttime? So what he did, he's tried to start to discuss with the people and village people, and he tried to find out some techniques, like why can't we import some solar lamps and the solar lights we can import, and we can light up the island, or we can light up the entire village. Like that he started, and he tried to raise the fund. He collected a lot of funds and he tried to order. But when he tried to order, he felt that 44% of fundraising money gone through ships, trucks, customs to bring that solar lamps to their village. Then he felt that it's not going to work out. And one more thing, when he tried to bring all these things throughout transportation, finally it reached over there. The product was not good. The product design, he felt that were really bad and cheaper. So the battery what they use in the solar lamp, it was very cheaper, and it's gone almost in a year. It was not function properly, and it's broken into pieces also. So he felt that the quality was not great. So, and later he realized that why can't we build our own solar lamp with our people? He thought in that way, and he started to organize with their village people, and he tried to collect the information to build the solar lamp, and he started to give a training to the people, especially women. He tried to empower the women, and he tried to help them a lot. He started to organize a team of engineers and who's going to their home, and they trying to help them to make the solar lamp in their home itself. And slowly they construct the lamp, they construct the small size circuit, and they design and they are given to them, and they are trying to give a materials credit based only, they provided to those people, and they started to construct the solar lamp. And slowly they used for house like this is a solar lamp, small solar lamp. So in the water bottle, they inserted the LED, and that LED gives more light in the night time, give a light for throughout the night. So that kind of technique he used, and it's not a very good light source, but even though in that situation, tough situation, this kind of light source really works a lot. Okay, and after this, he tried to identify that oh, everyone are happy because of this light source, even in the night time. I stuck in Commonwealth of Dominica. Those days are dark nights. We don't have a lights, and we used to keep one candle and torch light, and even some LED lamps. So we use that one to live over there. But after that, 1 year later, also I called the people, and that time also they didn't have a proper electricity in the island. But after watching this TEDx Mr. Dias video, I felt wow, this man did amazing job, and I amazed about this guy. And this one more image I can show. See here, this image you can see all the youth people are having lanterns. That lanterns he tried to convert into a solar lamp. So he used to keep a circuit, and he made that lantern into solar lamp. Okay, so that is a great thing. When we are talking about this organization doing in Philippines, still they are there. Even you can check it out in Dias website also. And they started to produce more than 5,000 solar lamps. That means that time they produced and they sold out, and they try to give for rent also. In this way they started to get a revenue. People started to get a revenue slowly. They are fulfilling their requirements, like for food also. They can buy any books with this small business, travel in a vehicle, and they will try to sell this product to other villages, and slowly they are getting a lot of revenue. Okay, and Dias organize a one small organization he created. And that organization main intention to help the women. Okay, and almost 1400 engineers give a training to the Philippines women to produce their solar lamp. Not only the solar lamp, they try to start create a street lamp also. Okay, that means from the tragedy they were now hitting almost 1 million lights around the world. So they are helping the people, and they are trying to create a revenue also in this. Okay, so this organization now it's across the world in 30 countries. Okay, so Dias did the wonderful job. And now the cost of this lamp is very cheaper. Instead of, see, when they are trying to import from other countries, they have to spend $2,000 per lamp. But when they are trying to create this entire lamp inside the Philippines country, they spend for the entire lamp, it's $50 only. It's not $2,000, it's $50. And one more thing is, after trying to create this light, and they are trying to keep this street lamp on every streets, the crime rate also reduced 70% in the villages. That is a great thing, right? And and next one is, the entire village people got very happy. And see here, they are holding one banner like litter of light. Okay, litter of light, that is the organization they are running around the globe. Even you can check it out in their website also. Okay, and next one is, I would like to show this one. This is the next level of technology Dias introduced for their village, for the village community. So in this, it's a latest technology, I can say. So what it will do, they are trying to install a solar lamp, one solar lamp. That solar lamp they are trying to put a Raspberry Pi. So what is the Raspberry Pi? The Raspberry Pi is a low cost credit card size computer. So they will install inside the solar panel, and this that computer will get a power from solar. And it's connect with the Wi-Fi. So whenever people are having a phone, a smartphone, or any phone, they can access this Raspberry Pi, and they can get the information. Suppose they want to read the books, they want to browse, and they want to see videos. All these things it's possible through this Raspberry, through this street lamp. So wherever the street lamp is there, all the street lamps are connected with the Raspberry Pi, and wherever you go you can get the Wi-Fi information. Like even in your mobile you can get all the information. What is the price of tomato, what is the price of potato? So all this information people can get through this. So this is the next level of achievement from Dias. So Dias already he launched this in his community people, and they are using this now. And almost we are coming to the end of the session. So that means, can anyone change the world? Not the person alone. I agreed, because nobody can do one man show here, but the strength of multiplying themselves around the world. And this is the idea that Elak Dias have. If Elak Dias can do, then you can do it too. Correct? We will meet you in the next session. Thank you all. Thank you very much.